The scenery you have in front of you is the result of decades of archaeological and restoration work. The digs began in 1910 and were led by José Ramón Mérida and myself, Maximiliano Macias, who has the pleasure to be talking to you. In red, one can appreciate the podium that was completely recovered in its original structure, having lost its marble covering. The two sets of columns that you can see in red had fallen into the scenery and were repositioned into place during the work performed by the architect Gómez Milán in the 20s of last century. In the 60s, the restoration of the second set of columns were finalized under the supervision of Menéndez Pial, also an architect. The second sets of columns in blue do not belong to the original building, as they were added on last century to complete the overall scenery. If you go closer, you can see they are marked with the letter R of restoration, so they can be differentiated. The statues that appeared during the digs in the scenery were taken to the Roman Museum, and replicas that we can see in blue were positioned in their place. During the digs, apart from sculptures and columns, many slabs of marble that covered these areas appeared. Observe how they are decorated with geometric flower motifs. Behind the columns, the wall was raised in contemporary restoration works, though one can still see in its base some parts of the original wall.